Hey guys, Commander Zero here, and Gut plays Minecraft, and welcome back to my world. And what happened I was mining with a silk touch pick, and I have all this coal, and now I finally got this Fortune 3 pick that I just showed you, and I think I'm gonna break this coal real fast, if you don't mind. Let me see if I can speed things up a little bit for you. How's that? I think I'm gonna throw my back out doing this. I think I can do a few more. Okay, just about done. The magic of technology, but now I'm worn out. So yeah, I'm playing with my editing software a little bit. I've got like I said in one of my other videos, I got the Sony Movie Maker, Sony Movie Studio software. And so I'm playing with the advanced settings on it now. And wow, how'd you like that title bouncing around there, huh? That was pretty cool up there in the sky. So I'm going to show you the next project I was working on after I did the slime farm. I started on a gold farm, and like I don't really want a lot of gold because we can duplicate power rail, but we do want to have gold for apples and things. I think that's pretty cool. So anyway, I dug this pit, and I'm gonna basically build the gold farm in here. Now the interior design of the pit is 12 by 12 blocks open. So, the outside walls, if you were building this as a building, would be 14 by 14, I guess. And I mean, I'm just kind of doing this on my own, and I wanted to have a good drop here. So, like, where I'm standing is going to be the bottom where they die. And then up here is where everything's going to drop from. And we're not doing it. I didn't want an XP farm. We have plenty of XP farms, and so basically, I just want this to be something that's any of them that spawn are gonna fall down there and die. So it doesn't matter if they fall all the way down there in the first shot, or if they fall up here on this platform, they'll get pushed over that edge. And basically, the only reason I did it this way with that level and then this level is so that I could cut down on the number of collectors that I need. So now here I've cut ahead, and I actually did this a couple of days. And as you can see, so now I've taken out that dirt that was at the bottom, and I put in some collectors, or hoppers, I mean. And so the hoppers all connect together and connect to that double chest. So now let's get started. I'm going to build the actual gold farm. And I don't know, they're too, okay. All right, let's think about this. Okay, zombie pigmen are 2 blocks tall. Right, so like if I made the bottom floor of the mob farm here, 2 blocks above the top platform here, then anything that fell down here could be pushed out. Right, so I think that'll work because I'm just going to use water to push them. It's 8 blocks from where I'm standing here to that edge over there. That's 8 blocks away. But you know what? I don't know, they could be jumping in the water and they might hit the bottoms of that thing and they might get stuck and despawn. I think I'm going to move that up one. Let's see. So let's just build a grid here, and this will be the bottom. Okay. And I'm using clearstone just because I've got just tons of it because like I said, I was doing a chance and I just kept getting silk touch picks. I don't know what's up with that. And anyway, so let's get started, and we're just going to build, like I said, a 10 by 10 square here, and then we're going to subdivide it, and this is all going to be nether portals. And so for each one of these nether portals in hard mode, I'm not really sure of the statistics, but I think like every 5 minutes we have a chance to spawn like 1 or 2 zombie pigmen per portal. And so not all of them fall down. Some of them just kind of like stand around in the portal or screw around up there, and they despawn, or they go back through into the nether eventually. Which where we're at now, they'll actually go into our nether hub, but it doesn't matter. Zombie pigmen don't bother me because they're basically passive. Unless you aggravate them. Which, we were doing on my old world. I'll never forget. Somebody joined. I think it was Blue Ocean joined, and he's like, "Oh, dude, where's base there?" So I told him how to get there through another portal. So he was coming through, and he all of a sudden he starts yelling, and it's like, oh well, for some reason he decided to hit one of those junior zombie pigmen, man, those babies, and those things will just wail on you. And he already had a sword, and so the diamond, he already had a diamond sword somehow at this point. I don't know if if somebody gave him one beforehand or what. I don't remember. But anyway, so he came through, and the zombie pigman then had his diamond sword, and everybody that went into the Nether got killed, just got wrecked by this baby zombie pigman. Man, those things are evil. I'll tell you, they're so fast, and if they have an enchanted diamond sword, you just are done, man. I don't remember. Somehow we finally managed to kill it. I think a bunch of us went in all at once and just shot it. And of course, it wasn't despawning because it picked up the sword, right? I tell you, I love Minecraft, but sometimes I'll tell you, man, it gets a little difficult here. Oh, anyway, that's the. So anyway, okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna build the bottom of the portal. So each one of these is gonna be its own portal, and then you'll see. It's pretty basic design. I don't know whoever came up with this originally, but I mean everybody does the same design. It's no big deal. It's nobody to give it credit to. Even it probably goes all the way back to the very beginnings of these things, But if you watch my last world, man, I mean, how much time did I spend building that gold farm in the Nether, man? And just for nothing. I mean, I think I got like maybe like one stack of gold nuggets out of the thing the whole time that we were still on that world after we finished it. And then the blaze spawner, I made that huge area. I chopped all that huge area out. That area, I don't know if you watched that video, if you watched that series, but that area that I chopped out of the Nether was like, oh man, it was like 230 blocks by 230 blocks by like 80 blocks. So I don't even want to math that, man. I'll tell you, that's too much math for my puny brains, but it was a lot. It was a lot. And I will never do that again. That was totally a waste of time too. I was blowing it up using, you can blow up the Nether using beds, and so I had a tree farm going, and I had, oh my gosh, I had all those stinking sheep. I had like 100 sheep, and I would just go in and shear sheep, and I would go through like 4 shears and just get tons of wool and just make a ton of beds and just keep blowing up the Nether. And I would just do that for hours, and all my friends were like begging me to quit. I'm like, never. The gut muncher never gives up. I will conquer this problem. Obviously there's a spawn problem here, with the blazes, and it's because there's other spawns, and so I'm just gonna delete the Nether around it, and then, it'll be perfect. And it never worked. Even after I did all that work, man, that thing. Oh my gosh, it would fire up for like 5 minutes, and then it would die. And then I would go find 20 things spawn like right underneath me somewhere, where we hadn't gotten to yet, or just nothing spawning. And I really think, oh, it's raining in Minecraft. I really think that was Minecraft. I really think Microsoft nerfed my map, because the one day I was on there, and it was firing like crazy. I had 2 blaze spawners going, and they were just firing like crazy, and it was me and my friend Live Bait, and we were just like raking up goodies. We were getting all the blaze rods, all the glowstone, tons of XP, just making enchanted tool after enchanted tool, enchanted book after enchanted book, and just really knocking it out. And it was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go get a sandwich for lunch, and I'll be back in like 20 minutes. Okay, no problem. So he decided he was gonna keep doing it. So he stayed there. I left my guy standing up by the spawner so that they would keep spawning, since he was going to be down there. Well, then he got up to go to the bathroom or get something to eat, and I came down and there were so many blazes, my guy wouldn't even move. Like the whole game was glitched out. It took me like 5 minutes to walk down to the ladder, climb down the ladder, and just start hitting these things. And I just eventually like managed to kill enough of them that the game started to speed up. But you know, after that, man, after I saved at that time, those blaze spawners, they were basically just dead. They just never did anything after that. And I really think that somewhere, you know, my map showed up on a Microsoft report and somebody had to report to somebody else about it and explain what happened or something. And I think they went in and magically just nerfed that thing. And that map, man, even after I made copies of it, you know, and reverted back to older copies and everything, you know, it didn't matter. Oops. Yeah, I kind of meant I ran out of, I kind of lost, I didn't realize just exactly how much I was going to need here of this obsidian. And we're going to have to go get a bunch more. But that'll be for another episode. I think I just want to see if I can get this thing to fire up. And maybe we'll get our first victim here. And get an idea how it's going to work. But anyway, yeah, I was never too happy about that. That frustrated me the whole time we were on that map, man. It just frustrated me. And if you'll notice, man, I haven't really done much in the nether other than I've just dug a couple tunnels. And oh yeah, I should have done this before, but I thought of it later. You know, I need to put the trapdoors. So basically, you know, I mean, I assume you guys know all this, but you know, basically the way this works is that the zombie pigmen don't see that there's a trapdoor there that's down. They think that's a solid block, and so if they decide to walk out there, then they just fall. And you know, it works pretty well, but sometimes they'll just like hang on that lip. Whew. Man, I'm glad I put that dirt there. I would have just died. Yeah, I better figure out a better way to do this. But oh look, do you hear that? There's a zombie pigman up there. I don't see him, but oh wait, I did that wrong. Hold on a second. Sorry about this. See? Get excited. I start telling you guys stuff and everything, and next thing I know, I'm just screwing stuff up. It's good old gut muncher way. And there, yeah. That's better. Use an axe gut. But anyway, yeah, that thing never worked, and the gold farm part of it never really worked either. And then the other worst thing was, since it was in the nether, we were getting like magma cubes and stuff spawning up in there that was too fat to fall down between the spawn areas. So, you know, it was just like dead, man. It was DOA. It never worked right. And then we had the idea to kill everything that fell down there with iron golems. And I mean, that was really cool. I think Live Bait had that idea he saw that somebody did that, and maybe Etho or somebody did that. But the problem with that was, you know, it just wasn't efficient at all, man. Those iron golems would rip everything up, but, you know, iron golems, I mean, they have a lot of hearts, but I'm going to tell you what, man, whatever was falling down in there and hitting them, it would kill them. Like, every time I went in there, I'd have to replace, like, 2 or 3 of them. We had, like, 5 going, and still, every time I went in there, I'd have to replace a bunch of them. And you would think that they would have been strong enough. Now, when I do the other floors here, I'm not going to be silly. I'm not going to have to come back and add the outside doors after the fact like that. That was just silly. That was a bad mistake. Oh, pardon me. We're having a rainstorm right now. The sign's kind of running. But, yeah, that thing just never really worked right. And it used just a ton of iron because these iron golems, you know, use a lot of iron. And it's not that we don't have, you know, unlimited iron on this world, too. Because I always build the iron farm, you know. I love that thing. And somebody commented on one of my earlier videos, you know, they don't usually see iron farms on them. Oh, hey, there's my first victim. How are you doing, buddy? How you doing, buddy? But somebody commented they don't see very many iron farms on these things. And, I've built iron farms on every one of them ever since we could, because that to me is just like, that's one of the coolest things in Minecraft, man, right there. And so anyway, I'm going to have to go get some more obsidian. I'm going to have to come back and add some more floors to this, and so I'm pretty sure we're gonna get another episode out of this. But at least we know it's working. We're getting, we're getting our first victim there, and this is gonna work great. So let's get this thing set up, and go ahead and I'll show you. So there's gonna be water here, and that's 8 blocks across. So that'll be one level. And, oops. Yeah, there we go. So then this will be the first level, and like I said, anything that falls down there, we just want it dead. So if stuff falls down to this water and somehow gets killed, that's fine. If it falls down in that one corner and falls all the way down to the very bottom on the first shot, that's perfect. We just want it dead, and we want its gold. And pretty much this is near our base here, right in the middle of our base area. So pretty much anything that spawns is gonna. Oh, victim number 2. Hello, welcome to my gold farm. How do you like it? How'd you like it? Oh, you're not sure if you like it? Well, here, let me show you how this works. See, so there's gonna be water. See. Yeah, and that water is going to push you. There you go. And then, being a foolish zombie pigman, you'll get pushed over here and you will die. Because you ain't got the brains that... Oh my gosh, the slime. Did you guys... Oh. Dang it.